Hey everyone, it's Floss. Welcome back to the Bachelor recap. Let's get straight into it. The first date of the week went to Rachael. Ray went on a boat. Of course, you have to do the Titanic pose when you go on a boat because that's the way it is. What I quickly liked about this date was the fact that Rachael seemed to bring back the natural fun of Richie. Yes, they were hammered on rum. That does seem to help. So I think we should focus on getting Richie loaded. Don't worry about the girls so much. Just let's get Richie doing the shots, doing the bombs, because he loosened up a lot with her. He was joking. They seem to have a good kind of chemistry, and I like her away from the girls because when she's around the girls, she gets inevitably bitchy, and it just is not good look for her. But they kind of had like a good, fun rapport. There was some joking, laughter, a pash. It was all good. But good date for them. Then we get to the second part of the episode, and it was the Intruders. Now, I'm not a fan of the intruder gimmick, because I think it makes Richie look flaky. The idea that he would then put aside any of these relationships that he's been building with these women for new people kind of doesn't gel well with the love story that they're trying to sell. And I don't understand. I know that it's been done before, and even then I still don't like it because it just creates more tension between the women, making girls and women look inevitably bitchy, and it just doesn't work for me. No, and I know that's not Richie's choice to bring in the Intruders. But anyway, he was surprise bombed by the Intruders, who all got to do these kind of cool girl intros into their date. We had one on a horse, one on a motorbike, and one on a quad bike, because they were such rebels. I was just like, oh. And so we had the grid girl model, Steph, I think her name is. We had the Minnie Mouse speaking Sarah, who was a dirt bike rider, and we had the horseback rider, who was Khaleesi, I don't know, whatever her name is. And surprise, surprise, they're all pretty much blondes. So Richie's blonde agenda continues. He seemed to love them all and have great times with them. And then while this was all happening, they had invited the girls of the house to a tea party. Now, I don't know what was going on, but someone was handing out the headbands that day, and they went a little overboard because everyone was running around this tea party looking stupid with these dumb kind of headbandy thing pieces on. We were all brought back to the mansion, and the ladies, the three Intruders, arrived by helicopter, and as you can imagine, it went down super well, meaning Alex freaked out and basically looked like she was going to murder everybody. There was a lot of back and forth bitchiness. It then turned into classic girls fights where Keira said some nasty stuff, and it ended up in the bathroom with other girls standing around watching while people said, "What did you say to me? No, what did I say to you? No, you said that to me." Every girl's been in that situation, whether you've been a witness to it or part of that situation. Drunk bathroom fights for the win. Yay! We get to the rose ceremony. Richie's ready to hand out his roses. He's feeling good. He's getting rid of more brunettes. It's going to happen. Then he comes to his Megan, who's been expressing doubts all episode long about why she's still here, what's going on. She doesn't really like this process. She finds it a little bit, without criticising it, gimmicky. Of course, she steps forward. Richie says, "Have my rose." She says, "No." Yes, Megan. I love someone who's rejecting the rose in ceremony. She got to literally say to him, "Step back." "No, sir." I loved it. Do I think they could have made a good couple? Yes. I just don't think she was right for the show in terms of, obviously, this show process, it requires you to put up with a lot of stupid shit. And Megan was like, "I ain't having it." So she left. Am I sad to see her go? Yes, I am. But also, she was too good for this, in Keira's words, which we'll come to. Part 2 of the week of episodes. There's 2 a week. Part 2. I didn't mean to give you the finger then, sorry. And the first date went to Olena, woman of mystery. Woman who doesn't speak, except with an accent. Olena is 23, she's an Alicia Vikander model-esque person, and she has nothing to say. Richie finds this incredibly alluring and intoxicating, and her mystery, which is easy to do if you don't explain yourself or your thoughts or your feelings. Anyone can be mysterious if they don't talk. He was ready to jump her. However, the chemistry isn't translating on screen. Their date was, while romantic and beautiful and in a private jet that we flew off to, it's boring as all buggery. And I can't, there's no natural kind of charisma between them. There's no energy between them. It is like, seriously, like a sedative, the two of them together. And while they may be physically vibing, I'm not seeing it as a relationship so much. So while he did give her the rose and he looked ready to roll her over onto that picnic blanket, I don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Then we had the group date where we had the ladies cook for their man because that's what ladies do, right? It's the only thing we could do. That being said, I would have killed on this date. And it does prove the point that all these young women can't cook for shit. No one, unfortunately, made a crab pun. I mean, come on, people. Why was no one saying, Richie, I've got crabs? Opportunity missed to make him laugh. He loves puns. They went to the seafood market, they cooked some stuff, he pretended to taste it, including using the judging process to say that the dish that had the most amount of love. I don't know how you quantify that. So the two final of the winners of that competition, and I use winners and competition all in massive inverted quotes. The winners of that competition were Rachael and Noni. Noni? Yes, Noni. See, I confuse Noni and Kiki all the time. I did it last week, I'm sorry. I'm too lazy to correct it. Noni and Rachael went on a date, 2-on-1 kind of date where they talked, which just abruptly ended when obviously any kind of drama from that. Rachel's sarcasm is quite dry and it plays like she's being a bitch, but I actually think she's just doing it to be funny. So I feel you, Rachael, but I also feel you can be a little bit mean girly sometimes. We had our third one-on-one date and it was the magnificent Keira. Keira of the I don't need to be here, Keira I want to go to bed, I'm too good to dress up as a boxing kangaroo. Keira basically is her own star in her own mind. And really, if you look at it on an objective way, well, shouldn't we all be? They went on a yoga date where Keira of 2 years of yoga decided she could almost out-instruct the official yoga instructor. So, yeah. Good work on that, Keira. Richie was looking for some peace and quiet and zen, and he wasn't getting it. So they sat down, they had a chat. Keira kind of basically admitted she wanted just to be on the show a bit longer. He said this relationship's not working out. She quickly turned around and said, oh yeah, no, I knew that. I'm very intuitive. No, you're not, Keira. We love you. You are many things. Intuitive is not one of them. And left with her fabulous array of self-affirmations, including she was too good for the show, she will find love and won't be left on the shelf. Keira, our queen, I'm sure we will see you on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here very soon. And if not, Channel 10, what are you doing with yourself? Then we had the cocktail party where everyone practically danced in a circle around Keira's grave with gleeful joy while also pretending to miss her. Yeah, we don't believe you girls. We're not buying it at all. We had Richie take Nikki to a private area to have a little catch-up where Alex watched this happen and lost her mind. And of course lost her mind in the whole, you can just see her brain, just inside her brain, like just catapulting and exploding and then yeah, she's just got the best face for like, I'm gonna murder you in your sleep. Sadly though, we ended with no rose ceremony, which I'm a little bit angry about because the whole idea of the rose ceremony has always been to say that the girls also have a say in this and that by accepting or not accepting the rose, that is their statement. Whereas Richie going, we're not having one, you're all staying, basically like it's akin to I'm locking the doors and no one can leave. Are you running a cult, Richie? Richie might not have a rose ceremony, but I'm gonna have a rose ceremony. My top 3 performers. My first rose goes to Rachael for her Wednesday night date with Richie with the rum. She brought out the fun in Richie. They seemed to have a bit of a better chemistry that was actually realistic and bantery and cute. And they shared a laugh and she got bombed. She was getting into the rum and drinking it. I'm with you. I feel you. I'd be like that too. So you get some and you keep Richie being on his toes and not sticking to the script. So that's for you, Rachael. My next rose goes to Alex, who continues her reign of glaring. She is the glare queen. It's just unparalleled greasy. She cannot help it. She's 24 and she's just pissed off with anyone who's stepping in her area. So the white rose wielder, this is another rose to add to your collection. I can't promise that I'm gonna let you take me somewhere special. It's not gonna happen. My final rose for the final time, it goes to Keira. You made the show entertaining, and that's what this is about. I'm sorry, but the primary goal of The Bachelor is not to find Richie love. It's about entertainment. Thank you, Keira. We will miss you and your declarations of how great you are above everybody else and your just utter brilliance. Good luck to wherever you are, Keira. That's it for this week's Bachelor recap. I'll be back next week with more Richie, more blondes, and more brunette carnage. There's still a few there to get rid of.